Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm female fan Steve Alicious here with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro. And I can tell you the guys at Xiaomi have jobs in the Samsung marketing department waiting for them if they want it. Interesting on the naming front, but I wanted to cover this phone for a lot of different reasons. Number one, we've done the high end of the spectrum with the Fold 2 clocking in at $2,000, and this one coming in at $244. And for that price, it does offer quite a bit. Corning Gorilla Glass 5 front and back. You got a Snapdragon 720G, so not exactly bargain basement there. 6 gigs of RAM, expandable memory, 5,000 milliamp hour battery, and some of you even already had it. In fact, I got this suggestion from the comments section. I know some of you have the Note 9S, which has some camera differences, but I wanted to go ahead and try the Note 9 Pro. And I also like covering phones that you could just go on right now. Amazon Prime, get them sent to your door. Your grandma could do it. You don't have to go on Alibaba Express and hope and pray that it comes from the right phone and it's new and it's not refurbished and all the rest of it. You can get this brand new GSM Unlocked, the international version, on Amazon today. The link will be in the description. Let's unlock it. And then I'll put a SIM in it. Do the whole thing right now, today on this edition of Steve Alicious Tech. And we're back. As always, thank you so much to all the new subscribers. Up over 1,800 as of the taping of this video. If you're loving the new phones, whether it's an expensive phone, a budget phone, a mid-tier phone, an old phone, a new phone, a BlackBerry, something with a battery in it, go ahead and give that subscribe button a tussle. It certainly means a lot to me. And I know, listen, soon there's going to be a store down below the video, right, where you can buy, I don't know, we'll have some merchandising. We'll have a hoodie or something with the logo, but at least something is going to have the word tussle on it, because I know everyone will enjoy that quite a bit. So, the Xiaomi, or just the Redmi Note 9 Pro. So, a lot of people excited about it, and rightfully so. On GSM Arena, this is still one of the most searched phones, and that's rare, especially for a phone that came out earlier in the summer. I think it was May. So for it to still have that kind of attention around it, you know they have to be doing something right. So I want to check it out. And if anything, with these things, with these type of phones coming from overseas, Xiaomi's releasing a phone every other day. And listen, I don't know what their strategy is there. It's fine. But if I can just a little bit demystify some of these budget Chinese devices with the international ROMs on them, if you're willing, listen, I understand you might have some other concern, whatever it is, listen. If you're looking for a good deal for your $244, you could do a lot worse than this. So let's go ahead and get it open and see what we get for that. So I went with the tropical green, because why not? And for some odd reason, it seems like the tropical green it changes the design a little bit of the camera hub. But we'll see what we got there with that. So the Note 9 Pro. And like I said, I do like the idea of phones you could just go on Amazon and buy. Amazon Prime. Because on eBay, you worry about whether you're getting a legit one, or you're getting the Chinese ROM, or you're getting a refurbished one. In a lot of cases, open box return. At least Amazon, you have some protection, and you could utilize that. So let's go. Listen to me. I understand Apple started this, and it's a premium feature, but the boxes you can slide the box out. They don't have to have that kind of tolerance to them. All right, let's see what we got here right away. Wow, that is a hefty... hold on. There's a little hefty compartment here for your stuff. So I'm wondering if that's because, yes, indeed. So you got your kind of rubber case here. Standard jelly skin case. Quite nice. I like the fact that they always include that, so you're good to go. Especially since they claim glass front and back, which would be interesting. So you got your books, whatever else. So we'll go ahead and put that in. No, just the books and stuff. And then the device itself. So 6.6-inch Full HD, so it's LCD, but you are getting a 1080p, which is nice. 64 megapixels. It's got the AI whatever technology. 30-watt fast charge on that 5,020 milliamp hour battery. So that's going to last you all day, you'd think. And the Snapdragon 720G, as I say, it's not bargain basement, so you're getting a pretty decent processor there as well. Side-mounted fingerprint sensor. Let's test that glass on front and back here. See if we can open this up. Like that. Take the sticker off here. Xiaomi Communications. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a nice design. I like the tropical green. It's got a nice weight to it. It's over 200 grams for those that love that those stats there. You got your quad camera setup, which we'll try them all, but really, on a lot of these phones, those last two are basically, I don't even know what you'd call them, just space fillers. It's got the macro lens and it's got all the other stuff on it, but we'll try both of those. So overall, I like the build construction. It's getting plastic on the side, okay, which is fine, but you got the Gorilla Glass front and back. And I actually like that it's Gorilla Glass 5, because Gorilla Glass 3, let me tell you something. If you live anywhere within 100 miles of a beach or any sort of sand, and even just a microbe of sand gets pulled up in the air and just kind of wafts over your phone, you're getting a scratch on Gorilla Glass 3. So I'm glad that Gorilla Glass 5 is on this front and back. And it's quite impressive, actually, for $244 that's what you'd be getting. So you get this kind of gradient color difference. So you get the shinier aqua, teal, turquoise, whatever on top, and then kind of a darker kind of patterned one on the bottom. That's quite nice. Let's go ahead and power it up. I do like the side mounted fingerprint sensors. When they do them well, they work really well. I mean, I've had the Xiaomi in-screen ones, which I think are optical, which is fine. They both work fine, but it is nice to just be able to have that on the side. You go ahead and hit it, so that's quite nice. Overall, though, the specs I was really impressed with it. 6 gigabytes of RAM. Like we said, the 5,000 milliamp hour battery, expandable storage. So I got the one with 64 gigs internal storage, but you can upgrade that easily with the expandable memory. MIUI 11 right out of the box. I'd be curious to see if it runs 12. And, you know, we'll talk about MIUI for a second here, because I know I'm not the biggest fan of skins. I'm not someone who likes heavier skinned phones. And this one, certainly, MIUI can go either way. A lot of people like it. Some people like it. Some people don't like it because it is a little bit heavier skinned. It changes a lot of the options and stuff like that. But for me, I never minded it. Only because even up to MIUI 12, I have a Mi 9 SE from last year running it just fine. So if you can actually support your device, and when you actually come up with the new OS, if you're able to make it work on several tiers of device, not just your flagship stuff, if you're able to make it work well on lower end stuff, budget stuff, mid-range stuff, and you get kind of the same experience or same smooth software experience you do on the high end stuff, then I don't have a problem with it. And, you know, the only one that I really have had a problem with in past years has been Samsung. And that was really Touch UI. In fact, I answered a question today in the comment section about someone saying, don't get a Samsung phone because they lag terribly. And yeah, that used to be the case. And listen, they earned that reputation. TouchWiz was terrible, especially 6 months, a year out. I mean, the S7 was unusable after a certain amount of time. Really was. Lagged terribly. Did not age well. But the One UI stuff, 2.0, 2.5, 2.1, now 3.0, we'll see, has really aged it and made the phone snappy even as they get a little older. And from my experience, MIUI really hasn't changed the experience of the user at all that much because when it upgrades. So we'll go ahead and update. We'll just get right to the home screen here. Checking for it. We'll skip that. Go to the home screen. Yes. I'm okay with all of this. Just a sec as it powers up. We'll skip this. We'll do it later. Fine. Choose a theme. Classic or limitless? We'll go classic for now. Fine. Beautiful. Setup complete. So I'm really curious to see once we put this on a Wi-Fi network if this upgrades to 12. If it does, I'll of course have that in the full review. So what we're going to do, as always, put a SIM in it. Going to use it for a week and see what we got. $244. Is it going to be worth your money? I think so. You know, I've used MIUI stuff in the past. I've used that chipset in the past. The build quality is really nice for that kind of money. And I could already kind of see and get an idea of why people like this phone so long after release, especially with all these budget releases are almost one a month now. One a month per company. So for this one to last that long, I definitely want to give it a shot. So if you have one and you love it, let me know in the comment section below. If you want something in particular tested on this device, let me know in the comment section below. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have that Steve-alicious day.